I saw that he's interested in coaching, and I guess he has some ties to a couple of the players on the Raiders.
Shit, I would take that, man. I thought Wade Phillips was a good defensive coach. Not a very good head coach, but defensive coach, I'll take that.
Yeah, a lot of guys, you know, they're good as coordinators, and they just don't make it as the main guy.
That's called promoting to incompetence, which isn't a bad thing to be. I guess if you're promoted to incompetence, that is bad, but
it can, but in the NFL, it's not, because generally a new head coach will jump at the chance of getting somebody like that, young guy.
What I like to say is a good soldier doesn't always make a good general.
Right. Just like a good employee doesn't always make a good boss.
Indeed. So how's life, man? What's new? What's hot?
Man, I'm about to get released into the real world on Monday, so I'm excited for that.
Oh, is that when you're straight up and you're good to go?
Yeah. Well, as precautionary, I think my release date was like Wednesday or something, or today, actually. And but
today. Tight. So you're like an album, bro. You're gonna get dropped soon.
Yeah. So it's been interesting though. You know, we discovered grocery delivery. We discovered curbside pickup.
Oh, you guys haven't been doing that, huh?
No. Usually, you know, we go out and fucking go buy our groceries and shit.
I miss doing that. Jess and I don't do that anymore. She loves that. She orders everything either from Instacart, through Amazon, or through Safeway delivery. So if you order like a certain amount, they deliver for free. So
right.
I can't tell you the last day I was actually in a grocery store shopping for groceries. It's probably been over a year and a half.
And I can tell you that it's probably going to be
the wave of the
before
future.
I go back. Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's the wave.
Especially with this whole thing going on, like we didn't want to risk it, and we didn't want to have people, you know, bringing us stuff or anything like that. We just didn't want to expose anybody just in case.
No, I hear
you. We started doing it that way, and I was telling Cynthia, I was like, "Fuck, this is fucking amazing." Like,
so, hey, let me ask you a question, because this is something I talk about all the time. They drop off your food, say you're at, or your groceries or whatever, bro. If everyone's lucky if I'm wearing this. Once I get home, dude, it's a wrap. I'm just basketball shorts and maybe a wife beater if it's a little bit cold. But
yeah,
other than that, I'm not wearing a shirt. So if the groceries are dropped off and they're knocking on the door and there's a lot, dude, are you putting on a shirt? What are you doing? You just rocking the tummy out? Because that's what I do. I'm rocking the tummy.
I'm usually always in a t-shirt and some either sweats or pajama pants.
Nah, man, I'm letting my titties swing, bro.
I always look at the ring, wait for
wanging them.
I always wait for the guy to leave, or the girl. Just keep an eye on the ring. As soon as they walk away,
you just kind of creep up to the door. You're looking out the window.
Oh, yeah,
rubbing your belly button. Oh yeah, so good. Yeah, that's not fucking creepy at all. That's great. Yeah, dude, I enjoy that. The food gets dropped off, and I'm just looking outside. I'm like, oh yeah, and I rush to the door. I'm like, oh yeah, hey, what's up, Safeway? And it's always sometimes I feel bad if it's like an older lady, but for the most part, it's like middle-aged Indian guy, so he's looking for my wife instead of me, right? So I open up the door. I'm like, what's up, buddy? And he's like, oh, hello. I'm like, what do you want to do?
Dude, the funny thing is, like,
what's up, Zave? What's up, guys?
When they like, you can put in the instructions to leave it on the door, and they'll ring the doorbell and they'll just stay there. Like, can you just
awkwardly they just stand?
Yeah,
I know what you mean. They'll just drop off the food. What's up, my guy? And they're just standing there. I know what you mean, dude.
It's like, can you just follow the instructions? Just leave my food on the fucking door,
dude. Our instructions. I mean, we have an infant, so the instructions are: please do not knock on the door, do not ring the doorbell. And they're smacking, banging the door. They're like, ding dong, fucking ding dong. I'm like, oh Jesus Christ!
You guys got fucking babies.
We're here, yeah.
Good morning.
Fucking eggs in the basket. They're just throwing them on the porch. I'm like, thanks. It is what it is.
Who's good at doing that is Amazon, actually.
Following instructions?
Amazon, well, at least over here, because I literally this is a couple months ago. You know, you get the notifications like their deliveries like 10 stops away or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was nap time for the daycare. So this, you know, they ring the bell, whatever. So I like literally 10 minutes before it was dropped off, I put in the instructions, can you please not ring the doorbell? You know, we run a daycare, it's nap time right now. And they didn't. I got the notification that the delivery was done and stuff. So I was really surprised.
Bezos, if you're listening,
that
you guys
is
are doing a great
above
job.
and beyond.
It is
That's above and beyond right there.
Wish I knew who they were.
We're talking about the not going to the grocery store, since he had to stay home and whatnot. I said we've been using it for almost 2 years. I said I can't remember the last time I went grocery shopping because Jessica uses Safeway. Dude, if it's over like $100 or whatever, it's free delivery. They drop it off. They give you a time window, and Jessica's home all day with the kids.
Is it day of, or do you have to plan it out?
It's day of for the most part.
It depends on who you're using,
right?
It depends on who you're using and when you're ordering.
That's true. There's Instacart, Safeway, Amazon, pantry, things like it. That's all that I'm aware of. And
like
Safeway is the one we use all the time, though.
We did Save Mart this morning, and it was like delivery within 2 hours.
It can be different, though. I mean, I want you to know if they can't find what you put on there, they will fucking make that substitution. Jessica put.
But the cool thing is that they'll
call the audible for you, and
they'll call the audible. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. You're fresh to this, Luis.
You want salami? You're getting pepperonis.
So we've done this like 2 or 3 times now, and each time when they can't find the item, the driver, whoever the person is, she texts Cynthia, "Hey, I can't find this," and she'll even send pictures like, "Hey, they have this or they have this. Which one do you want?"
Sure. We put 20 pounds of potatoes once, I think, because we were making like a dish for Thanksgiving, mashed potatoes or something, right?
And you got 10 bags of fucking Lay's?
No, I got 2 potatoes. The 20 pounds equated to 2 potatoes. Jessica was like, "What the fuck am I gonna do with this?" I was like, "Bitch, you're gonna mash them." I was like, we got stuff to do.
Mash those 2 potatoes.
Mash those 2 potatoes.
You get what you pay for. I mean, I mean, for the most part, Amazon's been pretty good in Instacart. Usually it's Safeway. It's the older crowd. So that's that. You guys ready to hop into it? You guys ready? You got all set?
Yeah, I don't know shit about no fucking aliens, but let's go.
It's okay. Well, let's send it. So we're gonna get into it, and we're gonna send it.
I asked around my office about it, and did not hear much. So that is
good. How about this then?
We'll be talking about.
How about this? Let's go. Hi, folks. Welcome to another episode of The Guys. With me, as always.
Hold on, Johnny.
Go ahead.
You think getting a cameo from somebody is not going to boost our ratings like immediately? Like I'm saying, that episode, that first episode, I get the long-term thing that you fucking sent after that, right? Mm-hmm. Right. And then there was a million fucking other things after that. So I didn't say nothing. Right. But dude, we get somebody, then we fucking hype it up. Like we fucking hype that episode. Dude, we got fucking this celebrity or this person to fucking like do our fucking intro. Like I don't even care about fucking ratings. Like, dude, if we get some dope ass person
like who
do our intro.
I agree with you to a degree. With that being said, I do agree with you. Sure.
Did you look at people?
Oh yeah, dude. My brother got I think Bianca got my brother. My sister-in-law got my brother. My brother got my sister-in-law a cameo, and it was pretty cool. They said, "Hey, happy birthday!" Hey, ha ha ha. Happy birthday, kiddo. Hey, it was like Shooter McGavin. Hey, Shooter, happy birthday. It's cool. So, but say we get that and you pay for that, and they say, hey, welcome. It's the guys. Hey, it's the guys. Thanks for watching. If the more hyped up they are and the bigger the celebrity, the more expensive it's going to be. The most expensive I've seen so far is like almost $500, right? So
Johnny, I said this my birthday present to the guys. Sure. So I don't fucking care.
No, you can do it if you want.
So yeah, I'm gonna fucking do it, right? This is my birthday present to the guys. Sure. And I was thinking like, I was kind of thinking about it too, like how it could be funny so these dudes could kind of fucking go off, right? Like give a little fucking intro for each of us, right? Like I don't want to get a script for script fucking how you do it, right? Like I think it'd be funny as fuck. Like I don't know. I briefly looked at it, right?
Sure, I understand. I thought when you were putting it out there, I thought you were asking and not saying that you were going to do it. I thought you were asking for an opinion. That's why
I was asking and saying I want to do it because I think this would be fun as fuck to do. After hearing fucking Bruce Buffer fucking
that sounds pretty cool. I saw that one. Yep.
Right, like and they do video too, right? Would it?
You fucking got Luis out. He just left.
Luis is just
fuck
fucking
you, Luis. Hey, that's
like
COVID-19 protocol right there.
It's a wrap.
Is that did you do that, Johnny?
Certain amount of minutes with us.
You're talking shit about Safeway. They found you. Yeah,
Luis, you're never right underneath my square, Luis. You're always beneath Johnny, and today you are now beneath me.
I guess I will go gallery view. Let's see. No, he's beneath me too. He's also beneath me
because I'm above Chris and to the left of Johnny.
Luis, you are beneath me.
Chris, you're top. Awesome. I like it. So no, I agree with the Chris.
You're not the homie. I just wanted to say it like that. Luis, you're my homie.
Yeah, that's all good.
Cameron, I want to do it. Hey, guys, just look at it. Find somebody. Let's all agree on one person who we think would be dope, and let's just fucking try it. All right, let's just fucking do it.
I'm fine.
Can you guys all look?
Yeah, I've been looking. I was looking for someone tight. That's why I was like, oh, the most expensive, like $500. That's why I said.
What if Caitlyn Jenner was on there?
$1,000 for Caitlyn Jenner.
Caitlyn Jenner.
I think maybe $1,500 to be honest. Look,
the
Chris,
most
you down?
expensive one was like $1,000.
Caitlyn Jenner, yes, I will do that. I will do that.
We know.
God, we know that. Yeah.
Oh, fuck you guys.
Okay.
Watch the whole fucking thing. Watch what I say. I'm fucking at 10. I'm fucking at 10 after.
Oh, jeez. Oh, after what?
Welcome to the guys.
No, during. I'm having a threesome with Caitlyn and a 10. A 10.
Salute. I'll cheers to that.
Wait.
X
is drinking tonight?
Ah, look at that. He's drinking a beer.
Salute.
This is
X
great
is
stuff.
drinking
This is
tonight?
great. Oh
Okay.
my God.
Enjoy.
All right, let's try it again.
Johnny, I don't think we need to go into the intro. I think we could just go right into it.
I see what you're saying. I was just saying I was gonna just introduce. Hey, with me, like, hey, welcome. It's Luis. It's Chris. Xavier, like we usually do. How are you guys doing?
You should edit in the intro like 3 times though. Like
I'm going to because I do the editing.
Just for this one, this may be funny, right? With all the fucking different shit that happened, right? Like,
I agree.
Make this one different.
That's why
right?
I wanted to do it this way.
Is how we get into it.
More organic. You know that I like this show. That's a wrap. We can end it right here. I'm good enough. I can edit this. We're gonna be great.
Fucking done. Let's go.
So anyway, Luis, how are you? How was your week?
It was nice to get out of the house, go for a little walk.
Do you have a mask on, dude?
Spread
no,
some
you son of a bitch. You have a mask on
around?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, now you learned your fucking lesson, huh?
I've always worn a mask.
Fucking a little too late. Oh shit.
Hey,
that's not true. The lie detector.
That
was a lie, dude.
That was a lie.
Yeah.
Zabe, how are you, man? What's up? What's on the streets?
Dude, good, man. I'm getting really close to vacation on Friday, and I have been trying to adopt a puppy.
Oh,
or a dog.
Well, what kind? What kind of breed are you looking at?
You know, it's
whatever he gets
at
approved
this
for.
point. Whatever I could get approved for, which is a Chihuahua at this point. So
no, don't get a Chihuahua, dude. Get like a beagle or something.
No, I know.
I hate him. I'll go to your house and kick the dog.
Freaking
go to my house and kick my
Taco
dog.
Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, no, I mean, right now it's whatever is available, but COVID's kind of tough, so you can't really go in and just start, picking out ones that you want. You have to like set an appointment, and submit an application, it's kind of like it's a long process, but looking forward to it.
Okay.
Looking forward to it.
Chris, how are you, man? Okay.
I am
thanks.
I'm very excited to go on vacation.
And both you guys are going on vacation?
I'm going on vacation for 2 weeks. Have not
Holy
taken
shit.
a vacation for a full year. Work is
Like me.
always crazy.
Yeah, same thing. I don't take
exactly what to
vacation.
say.
You're due.
How was your week? My first line is, "Hey, work's crazy, but whatever," right?
Yep.
That is true. That's almost verbatim every single time.
Yeah.
Well, all right then, folks. Hey, thank you. Let's get into this. So, in case you guys don't know what's going on, there was news that dropped recently. A possible galactic federation. Now, what this means was I just had it up. He's a very well-known, I want to say, I don't want to say general. Let me see exactly what it is because I just had it. He is
We need the exact title, Johnny. Please.
His name is Haim Eshed. He is a former head of Israel's Defense Ministry Space Directorate. That is a fucking mouthful. So, essentially, this guy's like 80 years old.
What country is this dude from?
Israel, right? So essentially what happened, he's retired. He retired in 2010 and he just came public in 2020. So he's about 80 years old. You can fact check me. I'm not sure if that's correct, but I know he's older, right? So that means he's saying that the United States, I'm sorry?
You said that means I'm like, he's a boomer?
Yeah, he's a boomer, this fucking guy, right? So essentially when he came out, he said, look, there's a galactic federation where the United States, Israel, and an alien race are all connected and they're all friends, right? And the United States and Israel have known about this alien race. However, they don't want to say shit because they don't think that the world is ready for it quite yet. Now, a key thing that I've heard. He retired back in 2010. So that means that it's been at least 10 years. That's the very minimum.
Key
10 years at the very
Good
minimum.
job.
You know, that he's known about this. The world has known about it, depending on how you're looking at it. Now, he's retired. The reason I kept stating his age, and we'll check in, I'll post it up here later, is because when I'm older, I'm probably not going to give a fuck too, right? So he's like, send it. This is what I'm doing. Hey, this is what's hot. This is what's going on in the streets. There's aliens out there. It is what it is. So, Chris, what do you think about that, since you didn't know about this whatsoever, right? So the first time I heard about it was on NBC News. Where did you first hear about it, Chris?
I think you sent something on IG to be honest, where I first heard about it, right?
Sure.
And I thought about looking and digging into it further, and I did not want to.
There was more
important things to look at. So
would rather look at boobs. So that's what I did.
Aliens and found cameos.
I do like boobs better than
aliens.
80-year-old fucking Israeli.
What about
aliens? What about alien boobies?
Yeah, you ever seen
That's
Total Recall?
Question. So this is my question, right? Like, honestly, when you were thinking about this, I was thinking about like Star Wars and those kind of those.
Sure.
And I was like, I don't know. None of the other girls from any other planets are really that hot. Like aliens
Padme was
not that hot to me.
Padme was hot.
Padme?
Yeah.
She was an alien. She was like a human.
She wasn't from Earth.
She looked like a human. You want some green titties or what? Like that?
You never wanted to bang a Twi'lek, bro?
But so, question: how do we know they're green?
Yeah, that's a good question. They could be.
You don't know what color they are.
There could be 3.
Exactly. They could look like us.
Would you want to do 3? How do you motorboat 3?
Oh, dude, I show you. You never seen Total Recall? Come on.
It's like a mountain.
Show me then.
I'll have to show you again, but look, it's here. You'll see it in the video when I edit it. This is it right here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's what's hot in the streets. So let's move on a little bit. So Xavier, please hit me with some knowledge. What do you fucking think about this?
It's hold on. Let's.
Sure.
I don't think there's knowledge here to give.
Did we have made tinfoil hats for this show? Oh
no,
should have.
I almost wore one just to fuck.
That would have been fucking brilliant, dude.
I did.
But he said, "Fuck it," just like Chris, huh?
Fuck it. Dose. All right. What kind of movies you want? No, but look, I'm going to answer your question with another question. Why come out with it now and just try to get everybody engaged on this conversation?
Mm-hmm.
I want to know what you guys think about that. Why would he come out? Let's just start from ground zero. Not what we think about the aliens and all that stuff. Like, let's just rationalize why this even came out.
So I heard, I've been hearing that there is so much going on in the world right now with the election, the coronavirus, and everything else, that they're slowly leaking out this alien news so that they can distribute it to the people, but the people are focusing on other shit, that it doesn't draw as much attention to what they're saying, because they've released stuff as early as like I think April, May, something like that, maybe August, about the Navy releasing videos of UFO sightings, but not going anything further than they just can't identify these objects that they've seen from their ships.
Luis, that's a great point. I've heard that with any type of news. If you got some bad news, release it on like a Friday during the NFL season, because then people are going to be talking about all kinds of other shit, and it's going to be kind of lost.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to release some news that you don't want people to hear, that's when you do it.
Right.
But this 80-year-old man is trying to let people know about aliens. Like, why is this not a bigger thing? So it kind of contradicts what you just said.
Hey, just to chime in, the gentleman was born in 1933, so he is 87. Okay, this guy's on the tail end of a fantastic life. And he did mention when he released it and when he talked to the Israel News, the reason he didn't come out with it 10 years ago was because he didn't think anyone would be very receptive to it. And he said, hey, towards the end of my life, this is what I want to get out.
His swan song.
His swan song, right?
Or was he under some sort of a non-disclosure?
Maybe 10 years, right? Is that what the NDA? Is that what a standard NDA is?
Not 10 years, but I mean, I'm certain for government officials and stuff like that, they probably
Absolutely,
have extended.
absolutely, right. So what
And at this
repercussions
point,
does he have now?
You know, he's like 87 years old. It's like, okay, you gonna believe this old man?
The future's now.
So we do
Well,
know
it's-
the Pentagon confirmed that there was some videos of unidentified.
That is true.
Yeah.
Recent news,
Yeah,
right?
on the Navy.
Right.
I just said that.
That's what I'm trying to confirm is
Okay.
basically just letting you know to back up Luis's
That I was right.
theory
you.
is
So
Luis,
that
you were
there are-
right.
Because I'm usually wrong. Because I'm
the,
usually
Pen- the
Luis-
Pentagon did say in April, like, hey, there's some unidentified phenomena that's out there flying around. We don't really know what the fuck that is.
that defies the laws of physics.
would they have said that maybe 15
Did
years
they
ago?
say those exact words? Defies the law of physics? Because that's a key phrase.
So
That's
let me
pretty key.
answer your question. Those words were used in the article. I don't know if they were direct quotes.
Okay.
Good call.
Good.
Okay. We don't want libel. Hey, so Luis, I maybe I missed it. So what was your opinion on that? Are you saying when you were going into facts and you were asking questions, what did you think about that? Where did you first hear that news from? Was it from IG?
No, the first time I heard about it is
Yeah.
I listened to the
Let's
Chris
ship from
Jericho
IG.
podcast.
I'm sorry?
I listened to the Chris Jericho podcast.
Chris Jericho.
And,
The
yeah,
wrestler?
Jericho.
Yeah, he has a podcast, and he had a government official. I forgot what the name he went under, the GSR or something, and they were talking about UFO sightings and even aliens, and that how this information was going to start coming out slowly, and so far this I listened to this podcast maybe, I don't know, back in February or so, and then the information came out about the ships, and now this
Sure.
guy
Isn't
from
that amazing?
Israel.
Isn't that
Got it.
timely? After everything.
Yeah.
Then you put two and two together.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been kind of following it a little closely, just because when I heard about this, and then as the year has gone on, more and more information has came out. So I just found that kind of interesting.
Right. Johnny, what were you saying?
No, I was gonna say, hey, with that, on that note, if the United States all of a sudden made a decision, hey, you know what, this is for real, they want to let us know. Chris, how do you think the U.S. would let us know? Let the public at large know that aliens exist.
So you're asking me a hypothetical question.
Hypothetical question, right? The United States, let's just say, yes, the Pentagon, the U.S. government, they're like, hey, it's time. How is the United States going to relay this information en masse to the mass public, to, the standard United States citizen? How are they going to let us know?
State this. This is a hypothetical question. If there were aliens, how will the United States government release this information to all of us?
When they're ready in their due time, correct?
When they're ready in their due time.
Yeah. Because sooner or later, if there is, they're going to have to make it known, right? So when are they going to do it?
They're going to do it in a movie. They're going to make Independence 4. Hey, motherfuckers. These bitches coming. Y'all
Independence Day 4. It's a real deal.
But it's funny that Chris says that, because I've also heard, and I tried to look it up like 15 minutes before we got on. There's a belief that this is how the world releases or preps us to release information, is through movies, is through TV shows, years in advance.
It's conditioning.
There you go. I forget what it was called. There's a term or a project or something. No. Aside from conditioning, there's a
project
term,
conditioning.
Sure. If you can go
that
with
one seems legit.
Sure.
Look it up.
We'll go with that. But essentially is what they do, right? And that's why, if you notice, for the most part, aliens and movies all look the same.
Sure. So I'm sorry. Let me just stop the presses here real quick. Luis, this is probably the most vocal I've ever had you in an episode that you're not hosting. So how do you think the United States would do? Do you think they would prepare us with movies, and then once they do want to let that pin drop, what do they do?
No, I think that they've been preparing us with movies. And
Sure, but when they make it official, how are they going to do it?
It's not going to be some mass thing where it's going to be on CNN, and it's going to be how it's happening now. They're going to slowly release information, and then there's going to be, if it's true, I still don't believe that it's true. At least the aliens, I can believe I can believe the flying objects and stuff like that.
Hey man, you don't believe?
Not yet.
You don't believe?
Not yet.
You don't believe?
I gotta see it.
Great titties?
You come see this dick.
Hey. So look,
Hey.
I asked my freaking people in office, right? Hey,
office people.
I gotta talk about some fucking aliens. What the fuck's going on?
And
I don't know, something about December 21st?
The winter equinox. The winter solstice is the 21st, I believe.
What does that do with aliens?
They're saying this
I don't know. He said the 21st.
Israeli shit, and we do a quick Google, and there ain't no shit about this on fucking Google.
So
She goes and does it.
So who controls Google? We did an episode about this. How many people control Google and what we see?
Go back to our previous podcast.
About 23. I'll post it here if I can. Said that there was 50 people, 50 white males between the age of, I want to say, 20 and 35. You need to fact check me. I'm not sure. That were running those algorithms. And they were like, yeah, so these 50 people were choosing what 2 billion people in the world were thinking.
Go back to 23, our previous podcast.
23 white males between the age of, I think it was 23 and 35 control what we see and what we can see from Google, right? That's all conspiracy theory and shit though, right? But Xavier, you were getting into something. So in mass, the United States, they're ready to drop this mic. How are they going to do it, bro?
Before I even tell you guys, I was looking at Chris's Zoom, and there's a picture of Chris by the hockey puck, and it scared the shit out of me.
I see it.
That guy right there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the hockey puck.
Not the hockey puck, but thank you, Chris. Is that Melker Carlson, 65? Who was that?
Yes, it is.
Got you, baby. So anyways.
6'5", baby.
Hey, so this is what's going to happen. Luis, you already got part 1 correct. All right. They've been conditioning us. Part 2 is the Amber Alert text wide messages. Okay. That will be used as well. But, all right, there is going to be a press conference. You're tripping if you think that that's not going to be a big deal.
Yep.
Once they officially confirm, like, yeah, we've had some alien grays here or whatever the fuck that they're called now. I mean, grays are the ones I think that they're supposed to be here, quote unquote, by Alex Jones and all those crazy motherfuckers who are crazy but sometimes truthful. There's going to be a press conference. There's going to be a conversation.
Yep.
The president, whoever it is going to come out and be like, look, I got the situation under control. We've been fucking having talks with them, you know, for some time. And yes, for the safety and security of the nation, we couldn't tell you guys. And then it's going to be how far along is the population conditioned to either fall in line with whatever the nation or the government says, the central government says, or do we start?
How good are you at shooting a gun?
Why would you shoot the aliens right away? What if they're nice?
They got to prepare us for this, Chris. They got to prepare us for that.
It's what the movie.
Come on, we got people in the South, right? They ready.
They're not going to the South. They're going to Israel.
Why would they go there?
So that brings up a different question, Johnny.
I like what X is saying, though.
But okay, so we kind of established that we think that the government will come out with a statement and start talking about it, right? But here's the fallout, right? How, if you know they're real, and then we came into an environment where we have to start interacting with them. How would you treat them?
Alien lives matter.
That's a good question, man. I mean, that's something we talk about all the time, right? I mean,
are you clapping them alien cheeks?
That's I would.
Really what I'm trying to get
and
to,
get
all right?
Alien STDs, I guess, man. I don't know.
Right.
Just go down in history books. I'm the first guy to get fucking alien chlamydia. Sure, that's terrible.
Sounds probably great. Got like 3 pussies though.
Damn, you weren't down for 3 boobs, and now you can handle 3.
But the 3. There you go.
I can handle that. It's like whack-a-mole, you know. It lights up. You know? Put it in where you gotta go.
This is a family show, guys. I'm so sorry.
Not after this episode.
We were trying to make this an intellectual show, so we apologize. No, there's a few things, right? So I'm glad you brought it up. Like, how would we treat people, or first of all, how do we treat people? You know, as a country, we treat people poorly, obviously, and I think on a global level, for the most part, we treat people poorly as well because we're not used to change, and we're used to, if the status quo, if they're not like us, this is how it's always been. This is what we're going to do. When I was discussing this at work, one of the things we brought up was one of the oldest religions in the world, or most popular, is Christianity, correct? Christianity, Catholicism. So where was Jesus at? Where was Jesus from?
Nazareth?
Chris. Right. And where's that?
Jerusalem.
Where is that?
Israel.
Is it? I don't know. Fact check. But maybe I was thinking hey, that's why the aliens have been there if they're there. And maybe the reason because I was trying to think of like, why these two fucking nations? Why not Russia? Why not Germany? Why not Japan? I guess we have a.
It was
a fine line, my friend.
Bethlehem, which is in Israel.
A very fine line.
What's that fine line? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Are you saying Jesus is an alien?
Oh, have you guys not seen Ancient Aliens? Have you guys not read the book fucking Chariots of the Gods? Aliens. So yeah, it's interesting. So I know you guys haven't read it, but I've read it before. It's called Chariots of the Gods, and the author of that book makes a lot of references. He doesn't state things like that, but he asks questions like, "Hey, what if all these religions are based on aliens?" You know,
Luis is ready to fight you.
Like he is, dude. Everyone's like, so right. So before
What'd
we
you
get
say
into
about
that,
what'd you say about Jesus Cristo?
this is the Lord's shirt.
He ain't no fucking alien, man.
Hey, man. So anyway, that's what they talk about in that book. But
he is an alien.
You come across things like this, like, hey, why Israel, right? Why the United States? Maybe that's why we have SpaceX all of a sudden. Maybe that's why we have a Space Force, that we just rolled out for the first time. That's fucking bananas. Why the fuck would we do that?
That's exactly
just
right.
In the grand scheme of things, would this be too far out for 2020? No. For all this to happen, right? Just say,
and that could also be why it's happening now.
Touche. Maybe they're like, hey, fuck it, send it. This is what it is. So you touched on a good point, Xavier. One of the last things I want to mention, and we'll open it up to discussion, is Chris, I want to start with you again. Let's just say they figure out, and we know for a fact, hey, aliens exist. This is real. They're here. We have a Space Force, the Galactic Federation. We also have SpaceX, sends rockets up into space. This is the purpose we've been going to space so much. Why we send rovers to Mars. That's one of the things they had mentioned too. So with that being said, this is fact. It's happening. That's what it is. How does that change your view on the world? Maybe even religion. How does that change your outlook on life?
So what are we? We're the Milky Way galaxy, right?
That was starting out strong. Keep it going.
Yeah. I thought you were going to keep going. You haven't.
Keep it going.
I am going to keep going. Come on.
Milky Way,
let me do my dramatic pause like I do?
I liked it.
I'll put a drum roll in there.
Let me know.
You think there's not other galaxies? You think that I mean, you think this is it? Like, I don't know. There could be more.
What?
What galaxy? There's more. You broke Xavier. So how does that change your worldview, though? How does that change your view on and your overall outlook on life, right? Now, how does that change you? Because, hey, I go to work, I do my thing, hey, but this is something major.
Look, right? I told you, aliens. I don't think it's shit, but I think there could be other fucking galaxies.
Okay. So if that's true, right? If it's true, how does that change your everyday walk of life? How are you going to talk to your daughter about it? How are you going to talk to your parents? How is this going to change everything? Right? I want to know.
How do you tell your kids this shit?
What do you tell your kids?
How are some kids what? Shit that's unknown?
No, I'm saying in this hypothetical situation that I'm creating right now.
I don't tell my kids hypothetical situations.
Okay, we're just
right. We are going back. We're going facts. We're going facts to my daughter. Could there be other fucking galaxies? Yes.
Oh God.
Luis.
Okay. Luis. Same question. Same galaxy. Right? There's aliens.
Same galaxy. Okay. Same galaxy. There ain't no other fucking life that we fucking tested.
Okay, Luis, how does it change your view once that we know for a fact aliens exist? They already dropped the bomb. They do a press conference. Go.
It really doesn't for me. Like, I still got to do what I got to do. So, unless things start changing, you know what I mean? Like,
Chris,
I'm still gonna get up. I'm still gonna go to fucking work. Still gotta get my kids to school. You know what?
So, if aliens exist, are you finally gonna wear a mask?
Sure.
Very good.
I
So
bet you, Brianna
go ahead,
Leah,
Xavier. Go.
She's probably, if we asked her this question, she'd probably be like, "Oh yeah, for sure." Or she would be. I think she would be a little bit more introspective about it. She'd be like, "Actually, I've been talking to one this whole fucking time.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck you guys are behind."
Dad, I'm
you
on
old-ass
FaceTime right now.
fuckers.
Roblox.
Jesus Christ.
Roblox,
jeez.
yeah. My friend's fucking
You
an
think I got these
alien.
straight A's, motherfucker?
They're from the third galaxy.
So Zay, Jesus Christ, Zay,
Why you
how
guys
does it
piss off
change you?
Chris?
How does it change you? God,
I
that
mean,
was great.
Hey,
That was great.
are we talking same galaxy or different galaxies right now? Right.
It's all encompassing.
Check it out. Dude, it doesn't really change
went to go
much.
do research real quick. You didn't want to do it on camera. He's like, oh, fuck.
So there's
Great.
no additional life in this galaxy, but there's additional life in the other galaxies. Is that what he's getting to?
if there are other galaxies, go. So, come on, Xavier, get back to it. Right. So how does it change?
It does.
All right, guys.
I mean, honestly, because
Flipped over the hat.
I'm not a super religious person. I
Sure.
do believe in something out there, kind of a central force, if you will, that kind of just moves everything about. But I'm not a very religious person. I believe in humanity, even though it's pretty shitty. I think there's a lot of good to be had by humans, and there's some great things that we can do. But it does kind of put a weird bug in your mind about what you do day to day, your life, right? Like
Yep.
there could be some other form, advanced, intelligent, you know, evolved form that is doing something much greater, and you're grinding out a 9 to 5
Or
every
Right.
day.
because this is kind of, again, going back to the conditioning, right? That's what
Okay.
we've been conditioned to think, that this alien race is a lot more advanced than we are, right? But what if it's the opposite? What if we're the ones that are bringing them along?
Could be.
How the fuck did they get here?
We brought them along when we were sending
They
the ships
probed
to
our
Mars
cows.
and into the moon and shit like that. What
So
if we are
have
the
advanced.
advanced?
So you think
Yeah.
we have the advanced?
No,
technology.
I'm just saying that, again, the conditioning is that this extra life form is more advanced than we are. But why? Why is that always a
Right,
theme?
or
But
are
why?
they not? Right, like
Okay.
look at how much we've advanced in our shit, you know, in the limited time we have.
Maybe that's why we have advanced so fast and so quickly.
Yeah,
In
and
such
maybe
a
that's
small
why
amount of time.
they want to come down here and see what we doing.
Like, shit, son. So hey, let's on this note before we wrap it up. So, historically, what usually happens when any denomination of the human race meets another, maybe less advanced race?
Oh, we know what happens.
All right. So, what generally happens when the human race gets more powerful technology?
We make guns.
There's
People get
mass
jealous as
destruction.
fuck. You
There's
know,
mass destruction. So that's the only thing that I want to say that worries me is maybe something of that nature. You know, too fast, too soon. You know, depending on what they
Johnny,
want
are
to
you
do or
worried?
something.
Are you worried? Are you scared? Are you scared of aliens?
No, I'm more afraid of the human race and what we've been doing so far, if that makes sense. So,
Nope. That makes
no?
perfect sense.
Okay. I thought you were saying nope. That's stupid. But no, so that's how I was saying, right? So, you know, usually as soon as we discovered how to split the atom, we made a fucking atom bomb and we fucking bombed someone like immediately. Like we could not wait
Yeah,
to pull that fucking
we can't wait to
trigger.
test this out.
We cannot wait to test it out. So that's what worries me. I mean, maybe we're, you know,
There's some weird
too big
conspiracy
for our
theories.
britches. Who knows?
But
knows?
that
That's-
as soon as we launched the atom bomb, to Johnny's point, that's when aliens actually came down and
Maybe.
started talking to us because
Maybe
they
like, oh shit, how'd these guys fucking split the atom? What the
they
fuck? Who
started
taught
to
'em that shit?
realize exactly. They
Hey, who
started to
leaked that
realize
shit?
that we had
What y'all doing? What y'all
had the
doing over there?
technology.
Let's
Yeah.
learn from y'all.
Sure. So that's unless you guys have anything else, that's all we have for the episode. I'm glad you guys tuned in. We wanted to get in, we wanted to get out, we wanted to open your mind.
Open your mind. Open your mind.
That's a Total Recall reference too, in case you didn't know.
I want a laser gun.
I want a laser gun too, preferably from another galaxy though. So we're gonna wrap it up. That's gonna be it. Hopefully next time we talk, I am a fantasy football champion, but we'll have to wait maybe a week or two to figure that one out. So, guys, thanks for tuning in. Remember, the truth is out there, and we're out. You didn't know.
I want a laser gun.